Today at Let's Talk Marketplace, we talk about
everything we are planning behind the scenes in the Marketplace universe, our live events, webinars, and of course, our new and unique job matching service.
And in the news, we debate about the new Tesco Marketplace and what is happening in the Auto Executive Board. Have fun listening. Let's Talk Marketplace.
The Marketplace podcast with Ingrid and Valerie Dichtel.
Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Talk Marketplace. Ingrid here, back behind the mic. It's Tuesday and actually I should be on a plane to Rome right now. I had planned to visit the Global DIY Summit, the biggest event for the European DIY community. And I was really looking forward to it, but as they say, man plans and fate laughs. So I've come down with a pretty severe flu over the weekend, which I'm still recovering from. So no nighttime visits to the Forum Romanum for me, which is a crying shame. Yeah, and unfortunately, no new connections at the summit. Sorry to everyone who wanted to visit me there. I hope we find another possibility soon. Yeah, anyway, I hope, Valerie, your event June is running as planned so far.
Well, yes, and welcome from my side. I am I would say, in our team right now, the last woman standing. And
yes, yes, you are. The last conference we had, like everyone was like hanging down in their seats and coughing. Looking really bad.
Yeah, and we're like, yeah, can you help us out? She was like, no, I'm also sick. I was like, okay. So I had to do everything myself in the last past weeks, writing all the articles and offers and communication. So yeah, so it's pretty interesting. But what we can say is, even though you don't even though Ingrid can visit the Global DIY Summit, and I am going to the ECD. But we have something planned for the future with the DIY Summit. So it's not that we are like completely losing the connection to the Global DIY Summit. Actually, we are planning something really big with in collaboration with them. And therefore, we can already say that we have the virtual DIY Summit, which we also co-host on the 27th of September online. Mm-hmm. So there is like no Rome visit, no flights included. So we will, for sure, we'll do this. And we are looking forward to see you there. And there we can also connect to the DIY industry even better.
Looking forward to that one.
That's being said. When you hear this podcast episode, I've already been on the ECD, so I'm really looking forward to it. The biggest trade bite event, or like biggest marketplace event in Munich, I would say. And I'm looking forward to meet all like the shoes, the fashion, the sports people from the marketplace industry. This is really like my home run event, and because I'm located in Munich too, so I'm quite excited. So next time we hear us, I will tell you how it went, what great party and what great conference Alexander Otto organized. So we are really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it's looking pretty neat. I'm looking forward to your input and stories and ideas you will bring home, because that's a pretty cool program.
Yeah. And what else do we have planned in June if you talk about conferences?
Well, K5, of course. And
sure.
That's in 2 weeks' time. And I'm telling my immune system very sternly that it's going to get fine until then. But there's no way around it. I will be in Berlin, okay? No way around it. If I have missed out on Rome, I won't miss out on Berlin. Anyway, so we're both there this time. I'm hosting the Google stage, and you are doing a marketplace tour, aren't you?
Yes, I'm doing on the first day at 4:00 p.m. a marketplace and marketplace service partner tour. Looking forward to it. You need to pre-register, but I think you can also step by, but we just have 30 places. So I'm looking forward to see you there. If you can make it to the marketplace tour, we can meet obviously there for sure. And that's like, there are so many things happening right now. But this is like for the crazy June so far. Oh, there's actually an Alibaba event in Berlin too on the day before. I will also visit.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that and I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting timing, I think.
Yeah. Good timing.
Yeah, but full. Right. Anyway, so lots talking about all the stories that we're going to gather at these events. You more than I. What are we talking about today?
So we are talking about a mixture of topics. So we thought we give you an update, just the two of us, about what's happening in the marketplace universe, overall in the marketplace world. We have some new insights about the Marketplace Convention end of October, our plans about webinars, our hidden job matching project, and so many things to say. You also invented a new kind of quadrant, right, Ingrid?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our marketplace country quadrant. When we started the first one with Italy, I think it's found quite some interest.
Oh yeah,
in the industry already.
Yes,
How's it doing? We posted it in your account because you've got the higher reach than me. So how's it doing?
Yeah, I think we have already 15,000 views in one day, and I think 150 likes or something. So
very nice. That's good. So I guess we have to talk about what country to do next.
Yes, I already planned a survey on LinkedIn, like to ask you which country should we do next, and also to name us your country expert, because sometimes we cannot do everything ourselves. We need some input from the country experts, and that would be quite amazing.
Yeah, cool. Right, so I guess lots to talk about. But before we do that, let's have a look in what has happened in the last week, don't we?
Yes.
Or over the last weeks. Should we do a personal carousel?
Oh yeah, finally we do a personal carousel. Again, we skipped it in the last weeks, so there is like a lot of changes. So let's start. Jessica Wegner has been promoted to Senior Vice President Retail Media at Douglas Marketing Solutions. Inga Scheithauer has moved from WMF, and now works as head of marketplace for the kitchen appliance manufacturer group SEB, which is actually a parent company of WMF. Mm-hmm. So what else do we have? The Amazon account manager Ilya Modev has changed his position at Amazon and is now responsible for 3P exports in Madrid. Lars Tomaszewska has been promoted to head of e-commerce at Hamburg-based online retailer DMV Dietrichs Markenvertrieb. Sebastian Klauke, executive member at Otto Group for e-commerce, technology, business intelligence, and corporate ventures, leaves the Otto Group. You can also comment.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
actually, that's really a big one. Let's stop at that one a bit, because this is another change, a big change in the Otto management area, and Sebastian Klauke has been the e-commerce head, I think the youngest of all the members of the management of Otto, and has now left. He has been sort of one of the persons that was responsible for the change, for many changes inside the Otto Group. So this should have come as a bit of a shock, I think.
Well, I mean, there is a lot of changes already in the Otto executive board, right?
Yeah. So pretty much shake-ups. Bodo Kipper, of course, we already know about that one. But as we see, the Otto Group is obviously being shaken pretty severely at the moment due to their not overwhelming figures, of course. But I don't know. This doesn't speak about this. This doesn't sound like good news to me, I have to say. Right.
I'm also quite interested how it will evolve, right? We had last week a podcast episode also about retail media and about Otto, which was sounding quite good, I would say. But overall, if I have an ear to the market, no one is really saying oh, Otto market is really so well for us. I mean, it's depending always again to the category. Yeah. But overall, there is more voices of are we a bit disappointed about how strong Otto market is compared to, oh, that's such great marketplace,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay.
Okay, next one is also a big one.
Yes.
Niels Zundorf leaves the Amazon agency debt as a shareholder. And he is really one of the, I would say, Amazon marketing dinosaurs. And
Call him a guru. I think that's more.
Yeah.
It's nicer.
Yeah, it's okay. That's good because he's not so old already. No, and I'm really looking forward also where we see him in the future. He said he will just do a break for the summer. Then let's see what he will comes up.
Yeah,
with.
and then he posted that he's not he doesn't have any plans yet, but he's looking forward to something new, and he's looking forward to a startup he can build up or something. So I think he's still full of energy and looking for new things. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. So another one, Delay Kokochu Coco Glue. I'm so sorry, Delay. Previously partner manager at TradeByte, started as a brand consultant at Zalando. And Andrea Del Olio became a head of marketplace at Boggi Milano. And Stefan Heuberger has been promoted to head of marketplace and procurement of Lucini, the marketplace for the HoReCa industry. So hotel, gastronomy, and so on. So, yeah.
Right. Those were a lot. And some big ones as well. So, but we may still have missed some. So if you did, let us know. We are always happy to include those in the next episode. Right. And now, before we go to the breaking news of the week, a quick word from our sponsor, Channel Engine.
If you tuned into our episode 65, you were able to follow my conversation with Dex van Hoofwegen from our sponsor, Channel Engine. I spoke at length with Dex about the topic of profitable internationalization because Channel Engine is a real expert in this topic.
That's right. Channel Engine is a marketplace technology service provider that was founded in the Netherlands in 2013, but is now active throughout Europe as well as in the USA, Canada, Australia, Singapore, and Dubai. And they act as a marketplace middleware or marketplace integrator and focus strongly on cross-border business that is as diverse as possible. So with Channel Engine, brands and retailers can connect to over 950 different online marketplaces and social commerce platforms worldwide. And new connections are added almost every week.
And the platform also offers automated processes for product listing, assortment management, fulfillment, and repricing, also on virtual bundles. So since a recent acquisition, Channel Engine also offers many additional functionalities for brands that operate on marketplaces in the hybrid model, both as 1P wholesale partner and as 3P marketplace sellers, for example, at Amazon. And Channel Engine's customers included brands such as Unilever, Emma, and Sonos.
And as we have been talking about Crazy Event June in our introduction, you can visit Channel Engine live and in color at the K5 Future Retail Conference on 25th and 26th of June in Hall 2, stand number 139. They are represented there at the fair together with Bowl.com.
Yeah. And I will also be giving your journey through Marketplace and Marketplace Service Partner guided tour at the K5, and Channel Engine will, of course, be on the agenda. So if you're there, be sure to book a place on my tour or come by the Channel Engine stand.
Okay, that was our sponsor, Channel Engine. Now let's go over to the news. Let's see what's happened. Newsflash. I think the most interesting one is a new marketplace which has started just in the UK. The supermarket chain Tesco has launched its own online marketplace. Already around 9,000 products from marketplace partners are currently live, so far only from the non-food sector, while the online shop of Tesco itself is a very strong grocery store as well. So that is a pretty interesting player, I think, because Tesco is the biggest supermarket chain in the UK, a really big household name, and is attracting a high number of customers who come every week for their daily, weekly shopping. So this is a very cool marketplace, I think. Cool.
Yeah, and I mean, UK business is already pretty well sorted in the marketplace industry. So, that's quite interesting that there is like a non-food, base a supermarket, right? And now a also non-food player in the marketplace business. So yeah, looking forward how this will evolve. We also see that Walmart is coming over, or Walmart gives the opportunity on the other side, like to sell in the US. So there's also a lot of happening in this kind of industry. I would say Tesco could be I don't know, could they be a competitor to Kaufland? How do you see this?
I don't think so. I'm not deeply into the groceries topic, I have to say. So I'm not sure how international the Tesco chain is already. I only know them from the UK, so I don't think they have any footsteps inside the continent so far. So I don't think so. But I think in general, supermarkets are interesting platforms because they have such a high reach for their customers, especially if said supermarket chain is already strong in the online groceries business, and that is true for Tesco. They're much stronger there than any German player has ever achieved so far, because they have been setting on the grocery market in a very early stage, and also in the UK, grocery shopping online is much more common than it is around Germany, for example. So as I said, they just have this huge amount of recurring customers every week, and if you are a marketplace seller there, you are just you enter a marketplace that already has a very high reach, which is a good thing for any third-party member. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I read a bit about it on Channel X, where our recent guest Chris Dawson was writing about it, and he was pretty excited about it. So, following that one, let's see what's happening. Yeah, another thing rolling out in Europe is Shein Exchange. You might not have heard about that one. That is the Shein second-hand platform. I wasn't aware that they had one of those. They already started that one in the US in October 2022. It's an app where Shein customers can resell their second-hand Shein clothes. And now it's going to go live in France, and Germany and UK are to follow. My first idea was, are Shein clothes even
worth
good enough to resell for a second customer? But maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe that was also my thought.
Yeah, but obviously it's working quite well in the US.
Yeah, so I would say this is actually a pretty good question we could ask Ed Sanders, which we have like in our next English podcast episode. Because he's an expert about China and e-commerce, and I'm pretty sure he has also an opinion about Shein and the business there. Yeah.
I'm more and more getting the feeling that we are missing out many informations here. Anyway, so that is Shein Exchange. My news are a bit focused on the reseller and secondhand side this time, because the next one is one as well. Refurbed, a marketplace for refurbished products, is now expanding. In June, they will launch in Belgium, Finland, Portugal, and the Czech Republic. It's originally situated in Austria and doing pretty well, obviously. And also another one of those is Decathlon. They are launching their own C2C platform in Belgium. And that one is an interesting thing because they offer their customers to sell their sports equipment on the platform to other customers. And the sports equipment they sell there doesn't have to be purchased from Decathlon itself. So it's basically a C2C, an open C2C platform from what I see. So how I understand it so far, that is branded by Decathlon, and also the payment is going through the sports retailer. And Decathlon even offers a collection service for particularly heavy or bulky products. Normally the shipping is going through the customer themselves. So that is an interesting move, I think.
I think that's a pretty smart move because Decathlon is really like, in my opinion, running going to run for the sports lead platform in Europe. And what we see is like, if we think about reselling sports equipment, is that we often have like this heavy, bulky thingies like skis or bikes or whatever. It's like pretty difficult to send them, to ship them to clients and to other clients. And I mean, what other platforms do you have? I mean, just like think about eBay. I know that there, especially with sports equipment, happens a lot of fraud. Right. So this is a really good possibility to like bind customers more to Decathlon and to share the trust they already have between the like clients and the consumers. So
it's also risky, isn't it? Because talking about fraud, I didn't read anything about some kind of fraud detection program on the C2C platform, and you don't have to even have the stuff that you sell doesn't have to be bought on Decathlon themselves. So basically, you could put a lot of fraud items there as well and sell them under the good name of Decathlon.
No, what I meant was more like people are. What happened, for example, to my brother was like he ordered a bike on eBay and then he had to pay it up front and then they never delivered it.
Okay, yeah, right.
You know, there's kind of things that cannot happen then. Because if like Decathlon is in between.
Yes, of course.
There's a huge protection for the end consumer.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty smart move as well. Right, so that were all my news for today. And now let's talk a bit about what happens behind the scenes of the Marketplace universe.
Topic of the week.
Okay, right. Valerie, let's start with the biggest news, the next big step in our mission to connect Marketplace people across Europe. In October, Marketplace Universe will become a real place with our first live action networking event. This is your baby, so tell us, what is the new Marketplace Universe Connect?
Ah, yeah, my new baby. That sounds so good. So what is the Marketplace Universe Connect? I mean, we already did I am coming like from the Marketplace Uni, where we like connected people and educated people in the marketplace business. And what we are doing now is like we kind of like put like in the insights from the Marketplace Uni into the Marketplace Universe. And in the Marketplace Uni, we already had events every year. It was called the Marketplace Uni Summit, where we connected people who are in our education programs, like on one networking day and insights. And we miss this. And we also want to, we are both, Ingrid and me, we are both people who connect people and in real also, right? It's not just always like just online. We love to have real connections with you. And that the Marketplace Universe Connect is a event row. Yeah, let's keep it like that, where we offer networking events with sponsors in different cities. First, we start in Germany, but then also around Europe to connect you overall. And yeah, we start with a first event. Maybe this is already the second event. Let's see, because, starting a new business is always a bit, let's say, fast and surprising. So we planned our first event already, and on the 22nd of October, the evening before the Marketplace Convention in Cologne, where we invite you to apply for the Marketplace Universe Connect event with our sponsor Kaufland Global Marketplace. And we will have like a short keynote from a retailer who's there, and then we will have lots of like drinks and food and chatter and talks about the marketplace business and connect and real. So I would say that the warm-up party for the Marketplace Convention, which you are hosting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we're going to do the warm-up and welcome everyone in Cologne, and just be happy to meet up and make this very virtual universe a bit more, a bit more real, a bit more live. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm pretty impressed how fast you just put that all into action. From the moment that we said, okay, we're going to do that, it was like, okay, we need a location, got this. We need catering, I got this. We need this, we need that. Everything organized, finished. That's pretty impressive, actually.
Landing page set up.
Yeah, landing page.
Registration process set up. That's true. Yeah. Well, but you know what? I love to do this. I always love to bring people together. This is my real superpower. And organizing something like this is like, ka-ching, done. Something like that. So yeah, we already got some applications from you. We are still, waiting for the first, approvals, and we also looking forward to all the sellers and brands, manufacturers, marketplace service partners to meet you there. We always will have like a different, I would say, share of the participants, depending also on our sponsors. So you will always get a new chance to visit our events, even though if, for example, one time didn't work out. And on the Marketplace Convention on the second night, at the first night of the conference, you can also visit the AOM again event from MoveSell. So there will be like 2 opportunities on side events. But Ingrid, let's talk about more about the Marketplace Convention. Like, which speakers do you have there? What do you have planned? Because what we know so far is like we have it on the 23rd and 24th of October in Cologne, right? Same place as last year.
Yes.
And what else is different? New speakers.
Well, of course, new speakers, because I always try to get a new and interesting program. And this time I'm still working on it, but there's some things already fixed. So, for example, I'm going to open the conference together with the head of marketing of Statista and e-commerce DB, like the e-commerce database. And they promised me to do, and actually they said to me, okay, Ingrid, you just tell us what kind of statistics you want about the marketplace business, and we're going to provide it for you exclusively. So I'm still putting together ideas for this keynote, but I think it will be filled with very interesting figures and stats just to start you off into the day. And then it is well established that we have lots of interesting case studies on stage from bigger brands, mostly from the DACH region. For example, Carré Design will be there, Edding will be there, and lots of others. And they will talk about their marketplace experiences and their marketplace stories. And as always, on this event, people are very open about what they say and very interested in exchange and meeting with their peers, which is always nice to see. If they then in the many breaks that we have, people gathering together in the networking area and just going like, oh, so how do you do that? And oh, we've got the same problem. And oh yes, that guy at Amazon, I really hate him. it's such a nice connection that you can see in new business friendships forming in front of your eyes. And I'm sure that's going to happen as well again. Right. So that's Marketplace Convention, but we have also other virtual events planned and already did one 2 weeks ago, I think.
That's true. But like, first of all, I would like to say that if you don't want to miss any of our events, you should definitely subscribe to our new newsletter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Your great newsletter, the Marketplace Universe Weekly, which is like, which is shared by us every Monday with like all of the news you get here in our podcast, but also even more. And there you get also served with the events,
all the
with the registrations,
on everything that we construct in the background. And as we say, all the relevant information that you need to be part of our events, you'll find there, of course.
So the website is, you will find our registration on www.marketplace-universe.com/newsletter.
Very simple.
there you can registrate, because we already we started, I think almost 2 months ago. We already have 1,500 subscribers, an opening rate of 60%. I was like, wow, that was so good. And clicks
It's
rates.
working really good.
Yeah, 30%. So that's working out quite well. And we also got lots of good feedback from you. It's in English also. Yes. So yeah, we're really trying to work more international and working more in English content for you. So yeah, that's the one. And we also did a English webinar from Allegro last week, or together with Allegro, Marketplace Universe, together with Allegro, about the Central Eastern European marketplace business, mainly about Allegro, obviously, but it was quite interesting. It was so great to have you there to see how can you work with them together, how big the Central Eastern European region is, how different Polish marketplace business compared to marketplace business, for example. We get everything delivered at home. I think more than 80% people in Germany wants to have their parcels delivered directly to their home. In Poland, for example, is I think also over 80%, which are delivered in storage and lockers. So quite good insights, and also new perspective on other markets we might not have on our first agenda or haven't had till now. And we will have a lot of other webinars in the future as well. So we are planning a full autumn already. But before end of July, we have a webinar about which topic, Ingrid?
Yeah, there we have the next one coming up, then with our sponsor, Best Solutions. And they are a logistics provider. And when we talked with them about, okay, what can we talk about in the market in our webinar, we were like, okay, I mean, it's summer. What should people be planning now? Peak season, of
Cyber
course.
Week.
Yes.
Okay, you should have already planned it so far, to be very honest.
Yeah, but I know that many people are starting in July or in August, and then filling up the Amazon fulfillment centers and so on. So this is the right time, or at least the latest time, to start thinking about your strategy for peak season. And so we're going to do a webinar about how to do that, how to plan your logistics for peak season, how to avoid any struggles in logistics coming up for running up to Christmas and stuff like that. So that is going to be an interesting one, I think. We're still in the planning phase, but registration will open up soon. Again, you'll read it in our newsletter.
Yeah. And we also have lots of other webinars planned, one with Channel Engine about also the profitability in the marketplace business, like you heard it in the podcast already, with figures shown and shared, which is also coming to our plans. And what we really would like to, and what we do is we want to educate you, we want to share information with you and really share valid content. I did last year an AI workshop about marketplace business and how can we use AI in the marketplace world already. We are also thinking and planning about paid workshops for you, especially for brands. We are thinking about how can we calculate a marketplace business case? Where do we want to expand? How do we plan expansion? And we are also looking forward to really hear your topics. So what we definitely will do on our next conferences, I'm sure I will ask you a lot about what are the topics you want to hear from us? What is interesting for you? What is where are you struggling right now? We also get feedback from you that you want to exchange with other brands, and we are also thinking about how can we bring our community online together. But what we also realize is we need to go step by step. because it's like we have like so many ideas. Ingrid and me, we are both like, oh, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this, and we also get like so much like feedback from you and like new ideas.
Yeah, with even more ideas.
Yes,
and you could do that, and you could do this, and I would be really happy if you did that. Like, okay,
But what we need to realize is that our days has just 24 hours, and we also want to have like a bit of like free time and sleep, and we need to have focus a lot. And what is really I also heard this in another podcast, the biggest challenge as an entrepreneur is like to say no. And that's for sure. So
I second that.
Yeah. We are quite booked already for autumn with our marketplace and marketing campaigns with you guys. So what else are we working on right now?
Yeah,
other projects.
Talking about focus. Well, one thing that we are still focusing on, and we won't lose the focus there, but it will take us a bit more time than I think we previously announced. That would be the HR project.
Let's call it HR project. It's called a job matching. It's our job matching project.
Yeah, our job matching project. We talked a little bit about that, I think 6 weeks ago when we did our last Marketplace Universe update. So maybe let's give another short update on this. How is it coming along, Valerie?
So what we realized is that I got a lot of requests, especially in conferences, like, hey, Valerie, we are looking for people in our team. Do you know someone you can recommend? And then I think like, well, yes, a lot of people. And then on the other hand, like people coming to me because we have like such a great network as well as Ingrid. People are trusting us. People say, talking with us honestly and saying like, hey, I'm maybe not so happy anymore in my job. I don't want to have new opportunities. I want to move somewhere with my family. I don't know. And then they also ask like, hey, Valerie, I'm looking for a new opportunity, like a new job opportunity in the marketplace business. Do you have any idea? Or as we have like many bankruptcies or had in the past, right? It's like, oh, our whole team is now like jobless. It's like, do you know someone where they could work?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I left that out in the news actually. Weltbild has gone insolvent this last week.
Yeah. So there's another bankruptcy. And so then it was like, okay, we have a really great network. We have the people in our community who are looking for new job opportunities. We have, on the other hand, companies and brands and marketplaces or who are also looking for new people. But we didn't have a focus on like matching you till now. So what we are working on right now, which is already like on a, I would say, beta level available, let's keep it like that, is that we are offering candidates and talents to send us their CV and to give us some insights about what you're looking for as new job opportunities. And we are also offering companies a hidden job matching. And how does this work? It's so we are working like in two ways, because we are not don't want to compare us or taking any competition with a how is it called? Like the headhunters. We are not headhunting. We are job matching, right? So what we do is like, if you are looking for new people, we have a look in our talent pool of candidates and see if we can match you. So we have like a base fee of 500 euros. You can also share your job description in our newsletter and on our website. And we talk obviously with you and have a look on what exactly are you looking for. And then we have like a person in the background who is also talking with the candidates and looking forward to match you. So if you agree and if you are, then you get candidates from us exactly from the industry. We know them, they are ready to go. And you can talk with them, you can hire them. And if you hire them, then we will get a one-time fee. if you successfully hire them. Besides that, there's just this €500 base fee, so really no big risk for you. Just a really good opportunity to come fast and easy without all this like hiring process, And so we want to make really a lean process, an easy one. That's how it should work.
And making that process lean and easy for you out there is actually pretty complicated for us inside. But we're working on it, and this is why we can still say it's in a beta version at the moment. But we are still heavily working on that one.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can already contact us in regards to this. So you can contact us, but like I would say the big rollout comes in autumn with like all the job application overview, website, and so on. But we already have this beta version in plan, and we also have like reduced pricing till end of September due to that reason. So if you're interested, I would say just write us on LinkedIn or via email. That's always landing in our mailboxes.
Inbox. Yes. Right. Okay, I think that's the biggest things that we're working on at the moment, apart from the website, of course, which is growing slowly but surely in the background, one side at a time, I think. Have been knocked out a bit this week, so let's see. But I'm really determined to keep my own deadline for going live in the end of June. Keep your fingers crossed for me and for our website designer who's, running overtime, I think, with all the programs and ideas that we are bringing to her doorstep at the moment.
But you know what? I think this is like also like a usual e-commerce topic. It's like you have like plans of like launching marketplace business in 3 months, and after 6 months, you're like, okay, now we are ready. It's a pretty good comparison, huh?
Yeah, and it's not as if we're launching. I mean, we're launching all the time, but just launching all the time new things.
That's true.
Now we finished with this one, and now we start the next one. So step by step, we're going there.
Okay, right. So what do we talk about next week, Ingrid?
Next week, we've got some great guests here. 2 guests this time from 2 different companies. We didn't have that before, I think. John Feldheim will be here from the German retailer EMP. He sells really interesting collectibles that are very unique and also has a very strong retailer brand himself. And he recently started on eBay again after he tried some years ago and it didn't work out, and now he started again. And because of that, we also have Antonia Kaczmierczak from our sponsor eBay at the episode, and together they will tell us how this new start of EMP worked out for John and his team, and we'll look into what to do with collectibles on marketplaces a bit deeper.
And that's quite interesting, I would say. So looking forward to this one.
Yeah,
it will be in German.
Yes. Yeah. And in 2 weeks' time, you already teased it. I'm really looking forward to that one. Who's our guest in 2 weeks?
Ed Sanders. I met him at the SCORE conference in Zurich and he demystified Temu. It was really interesting. And I'm looking forward to interview him. He will also be on stage at the K5.
Cool.
Yeah. So, it will be really, really interesting. And I'm looking forward to have him in the podcast about Chinese e-commerce. He's really an expert in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Let's see whom we will catch up with and who we will meet in the next conference days. Also to be like future speakers in our podcast or in any conference. We will keep you posted about our webinars, our events. I think there will be maybe there will be even a event earlier than the one in October. And so, I would say let's keep in touch. Happy that you heard us, and looking forward to see you
next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You listen to Let's Talk Marketplace,
the Marketplace podcast with Ingrid Lommer and Valerie Dichtel.